I just took delivery of a brand new 2020 Acura RDX A-Spec super handling all-wheel drive from Ed Voyles Acura in Atlanta, Georgia. I probably passed about 3 Acura dealers on the way to that dealership, but when I kind of started looking seriously on Saturday, one of my friends who's also a car buddy traded in his TLX for a BMW, something that he's always wanted. And when I first started looking at these cars, they were offering like $500, maybe $1,000 off MSRP. And I said, nope, not for me. Anyway, he kind of inspired me because he, went and got his new car. And it's not a keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing, but it was let's see if Honda's finally doing something with the incentives on the RDX. And they gave me a great deal for my trade, in my opinion. A good deal for this car itself. And all in all, my payment only went up. If you include the insurance, because the insurance actually went down, I'm only paying about $15 more a month. So for a greater tech, a better, more premium style interior and premium feeling interior, I think it's worth it. Super excited because I kind of skipped the last time I bought a car. I didn't get super handling all-wheel drive. I live in Alabama, so I didn't feel like I had a need for it. But decided to get it this time. Also, I was really wanted an Advance trim. One, I didn't like the wheels on the Advance. Two, when you quoted me the price for the Advance, I thought, no, that's certainly not something I'm willing to pay. And three, this car just has so much more curb appeal. There are no colors on the interior of the Advance that I would be terribly excited about. But to be able to get the red leather on this car is just awesome. And I considered getting a black one with the red leather, but black cars are hard to maintain. And I considered getting a blue, but they didn't have a blue in stock and I didn't want to wait. So to be honest, I would have taken any color A-Spec as long as it had the red leather. White is just a really good looking color on this car, especially with all of the black accents and things. So really excited about it. This panoramic roof is pretty awesome. Really excited about that. Yeah. So I drove it about 130 miles from Atlanta back to Auburn. And I have to say, I heard quite a few complaints about the harshness of the ride and such. And maybe it's very, very slightly less smooth than the TLX. But I also put Michelin's on the TLX. So I don't know yet that I'm willing to say that it has a pretty harsh ride, but so far I'm impressed with it. I've had quite a few of these as service loaners. I think the very first one that I had as a service loaner was an Advanced front-wheel drive, and each time since I've had a Tech front-wheel drive service loaner, as recently as about 2 or 3 weeks ago. By the way, had I known I was getting this car, I would have saved that $600+ service bill on a brake job and cabin and engine air filters. But anyway, at some point perhaps I'll do a little more sharing of the interior. The True Touch pad, I am still getting used to it, particularly as it pertains to switching between Apple CarPlay and then using the stock system, because Apple doesn't use the 1-to-1 ratio yet. Hopefully it will. But yeah, it's a really neat car.